Reflecting type telescope is our topic today. In the previous class, you have seen a refracting type or astronomical telescope. In astronomical telescope, we are using convex lenses. One convex lens having bigger aperture and large focal length, having known as objective, and other lens is eyepiece, having small focal length and small aperture. And the main drawbacks of refracting type telescopes were: first one, it was suffering from chromatic and spherical aberration. And second one, we needed to have a very big objective lens, a very big sized objective lens. So it should have been very difficult to make such a lens and difficult to handle also. These were the main drawbacks of refracting type telescopes. To overcome the difficulties, we have another type of telescope known as reflecting type. Now, before understanding the actual working of the telescope, we will see what will happen when parallel light rays fall on a concave mirror. Okay, so concave mirrors are spherical mirrors. Now, here we are not using a concave mirror. A concave mirror not having a spherical shape, we will use a concave mirror having a parabolic shape. We can say parabolic mirror. Okay, so I am drawing a parabolic mirror like this. This is a parabolic mirror. It is not exactly spherical, it is slightly parabolic. Okay, now this parabolic mirror, this is the principal axis of the parabolic mirror. This side is silvered, so this is a reflecting surface. Let us consider a few parallel light rays. From the distant object, there are a few parallel light rays. Okay, these are the parallel light rays. Since we are using a parabolic mirror, this is a parabolic mirror. Since it is a parabolic mirror, the advantage is that all the light rays nearer the principal axis and light rays away from the principal axis, all the light rays will meet at a single point. Okay, exactly at the focus. These light rays meet exactly at the focus after reflection. This is the main benefit of the parabolic mirrors. Okay, what's the difference between parabolic and spherical mirror? Spherical mirror actually is a part of a sphere. Parabolic means it is more curved like this. It is more curved. This is a parabolic mirror, this is a spherical mirror. Spherical and this is parabolic. There's a main difference. So it is more curved inside. Okay, so a parabolic shape. So this is let us consider a parabolic mirror like this. Now there are light rays coming from a distant object. This is a distant object. From the distant object, light rays are falling. The parabolic mirror will collect all the light rays and bring the image at the focus. This is a focus. So we have a single focus. At the focus, we have got the image. Now here what we'll do is we'll make a small hole here. At the center region, we'll punch a small hole. Okay. Now what happens is, if we are making a small hole here, and if we place a convex mirror, a suitable size convex mirror here, this is a convex mirror. So this convex mirror, what we'll do is, these light rays, after striking the convex mirror, the curvature of convex mirror is arranged such that all these light rays, after reflection, will meet at a single point here. These light rays will meet at a single point. This light ray also will collect to this point. This light ray also will come to this point after reflection. So after reflection, all the light rays were collecting at this point. Here we will place a small eyepiece having two convex lenses. This is an eyepiece. Okay, this is an eyepiece. So when we place our eyes here, this is the eyes of the person, of the observer. Then the image will be formed in the eye of the observer. This is the eye of the observer. You can see the image of the distant object. Okay. Now, what's the main advantage of this type of reflecting type of telescope? Here we are using objective. We don't have an objective lens. We have an objective parabolic mirror. So there may not be any problem of spherical aberration or chromatic aberration. And one more thing, this kind of mirrors are not heavy also. To handle them, it is very easy. rather than a very big size convex lens. Okay. So which are the main arrangements? Since we are using a convex mirror here, these light rays will reflect from the convex mirror and it will focus somewhere here. So we'll adjust the curvature of the convex mirror. This is our main mirror, main parabolic mirror, known as, we can say, objective mirror. So this is the objective mirror. Okay, this is the main objective mirror. And we can say this is a secondary mirror, secondary convex mirror. So light rays from distant object fall on the parabolic mirror. We can use convex mirror also, concave mirror also, but most suitable one is the parabolic type of mirror. Okay, the parabolic mirror will reflect all the light rays from distant object to a single point on the focus. Now at a suitable place and having a suitable curvature, we will use a convex mirror. This convex mirror will reflect all the light rays to a single point. Here we will place the eyepiece. So the light rays will enter the eyepiece and we will get the final image. Okay. So, and this type of reflecting telescope do not have the drawbacks of a refracting type of telescope. This is a main construction. Okay, the objective mirror will be having a hole at the center. Through the hole, after reflection, light rays will enter to the eyepiece. Okay, now this we can keep an inclined plane, inclined position. This will be the stand. Here we can place the reflecting type of telescope. Okay, this will be the cover. So in this manner, light rays will fall on the parabolic mirror. Then after reflection, they will form the image here at focus. If you place a convex mirror in front of the path, then after reflection, the light rays will enter to the eyepiece and image will be produced. Okay. So this is the actual shape of this reflecting type telescope. This is the curved objective mirror, actually parabolic mirror. Then these are the light rays from the distant object. These light rays will fall on the secondary mirror, that is convex mirror. Again, they will undergo reflection from the convex mirror. Light rays will enter in the eyepiece. Okay. Now, those who are wishing to view the distant object, they can see clearly the distant object. Okay. This is the working of a reflecting type telescope. And the name of this type of telescope is Cassegrain type telescope. There are two types of reflecting telescopes, Cassegrain type and Newtonian telescope. This is Cassegrain type reflecting telescope. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Thank you.